Well, thank you, Chair, and I'll come back to the question that I asked in the last round, and I'll get her name right this time. So retired Captain Louise Sue of the Navy encouraged the VAC to acknowledge and apologize for making it so difficult for women to receive those benefits and to put in place an automatic approval process that does not require medical documentation. So I'm just wondering if this is something that you would be willing to explore.
I'm always willing to explore and to look at ways that we can better our services, Ms. Blaney, for sure. What we have done with respect to women veterans as well is to establish a team to make sure that when we receive those claims, those applications, that we have a specialized team, if you will, who is assessing those applications. Again, as I've indicated in the past, we've had a lot of male veterans that have come forward. So this, the assessment process has really been based on a lot of those types of injuries that men carried and that lived with. However, when it comes to women veterans, we are seeing that the Canadian Armed Forces is making an effort to ensure that we can recruit more women, and as such, we're going to have more women veterans. So we want to make sure, again, that we have a team, a tiger team, if you will, to make sure that they can do those assessments, and to make sure that when we talk about gender-based analysis, that it's not just a word. You know, we are really doing the analysis to make sure that we know exactly how these policies are impacting women when we look at the level of injuries, etc. So it's really, really important to make sure that we do all that we can. And when I talk about equity-seeking groups, we have some work to do in that area. You know, that is an area for me that's of great importance because
I've only got a few more seconds, so I have to interrupt you, and I apologize for that. But I will say that repeatedly we have heard that women veterans feel invisible. So if they feel invisible, we need to make them visible, and I'm calling on you to do that. We know that a lot of women veterans at commemoration events are asked often if they're wearing their husband's medals, and that concerns me greatly. I'm wondering, is there any discussions about having an official acknowledgement of women veterans at commemoration services moving forward so that we can make, again, what is it so often invisible, visible?
Well, when I attended your event, and that was hosted by Monsieur Désilet this week, I also heard that, you know, that women veterans feel invisible. And really, it breaks my heart because they have served their country just as well as, you know, their male colleagues. With respect to that suggestion, again, very happy to bring that back and to look into that, because we really need to make sure that women do see themselves and that they know that their service is valued, and that at Veterans Affairs Canada, that we want to make sure that they receive the services that they deserve, that they need, and also that we acknowledge and commemorate their service. It's truly important.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.